we're good there. Don't do that.
What?
I just put hentai on.
It's just like
I
the
cut off-
button turned red immediately.
Cut off the whole beginning. It's all good.
Fuck off.
Yeah.
Yeah.
God damn, I love sugar-free Red Bull. Woo! This shit
back
is
in
so
the day,
good.
I worked at one of my first jobs, like, other than cutting grass, was working at a Piggly Wiggly, dude, and we would go back into the milk. I got put on dairy, so we go back into the milk shelter.
Damn, were you guys milking pigs?
No, we would smoke weed in there, dude.
The milk shelter is hilarious.
Yo! We got fucking Samson on the pod, dude.
Yeah.
Let me make sure that the phone's recording real quick. Bro, I'm too paranoid now.
I'm fucking paranoid.
No, we fucked up the last 2 episodes.
This is my
yeah. Right.
this is my first
Last 2
time.
episodes, he's fucked something up.
Okay, look at the levels. You only got 2 of them.
No, well, it's because Tim's not talking. Those are the masters, because that's in stereo.
I have 3.
All right. Nothing's muted.
Nope. So if we don't get a power trip, dude,
Dang, dude.
I'm fucking power tripping as the producer of this podcast, bro.
That's going to distract me the whole time, because I'm going to be like...
And power lifting. Power tripping.
No, don't do that. Don't do
close
that.
it. Do not close it.
Closing it.
No, I need to see the timer. I got to know when I got to skip my next module for this driving class.
Yeah, dude.
We got to watch the timer for
It
that.
reminds me of
Fine. We got
whenever
this.
I did
All
OSHA
good.
training.
Yeah.
I had to do OSHA 30, right? And you had to sit there for. I did the whole program in 22 hours. You had to sit there and redo the fucking classes for.
I remember just like sitting you sit in the office of like an Arby's and they just like make you watch videos and do that. You're like, this sucks.
Oh, yeah, those are great.
Every grocery store I ever worked at.
Yeah.
You got to learn.
How many grocery stores have you worked at?
Dude.
I worked at a Food Lion.
Dude, my buddy lost the tip of his finger at Albertsons.
No.
Yeah, he was throwing away old rotten meat and got it stuck between 2 carts. So it pinched his finger, but then the rotten meat got it infected. So he had to get it amputated.
That's horrible.
Yeah, dude, he got a fat settlement when we were like 19. I think he blew it within a year, but
That's so
That's
terrible.
chill,
For a
though,
year, it
man.
was
If you're
sick.
fucking 19,
No,
you
that's
get
awful.
disability.
yeah. Well, you got a big
set for the
lawsuit.
rest of your life.
Yeah,
No,
but
but it's like
severed
half
finger
his
from rotten meat is not, that's not a good time, dude. That's a bad time.
This is a basic infection. I got my toes is crazy stubbed right now. The tips.
I know. I saw the blood,
What's
dude.
smoking hell?
Oh, dude, my apartment. I woke up the next
Covered in
morning.
blood.
Dude, there's blood everywhere. Because I was just walking around. I was like, I gotta get another beer. And like,
Who's on their
yeah, my girl was like, what the fuck? Why is there blood everywhere?
Like, I don't know. Why don't you ask? No, I'm just playing.
That's a good thing to have tile floors for.
When I graduated from
Blood on the carpet? No.
That should be a tile floor commercial. Is just beating someone to death and being like, see how much easier this is to clean?
Yeah.
Could you imagine
It's just like an old mobster.
blood out of this carpet?
It's like a mobster guy. He's like, yo, what the fuck? And he's like scrubbing the carpet. And then there's another guy who's just like running a Swiffer over it. And he's
paint
like,
houses.
Yeah.
When you graduated from where?
When I graduated from working grocery stores, I went to.
I thought you actually graduated from something. Like an
I went
official
to work at a
graduation.
tire shop, and I had I told you this before, but I did own a lawn business. So they're like, go out and cut the yard. You know, I'm 19 years old. So I go out and cut the yard.
What does that have to do with the tire store?
Well,
You lost me.
exactly. No, I go to. I knew how to cut yards, right? So I had this rope tied around the freaking thing, so it kept going the
Yeah.
whole time.
Keep going.
And so I reached under to change the length of the tire, so it went down to the 1 setting because I wanted to look professional when I was young. And my finger slipped under there, my pinky. And it
Oh,
freaking chopped the freaking edge of my pinky off.
that's awesome, dude.
Oh,
My buddy was
chopped the tip of my thumb off a little bit ago, but now it's healed up pretty good.
slicing meat at like at his it was like a convenience store that he worked at, but they had a deli too, and they just had boar's head, and I would go there and get subs all the time when I was so stoned. I'd be like, bro, he was fat too, and I was fat, and I was like, bro, hook it up, dude. And he would cut like
Dude,
Cajun
fat people have a coalition to cut.
Yo, boar's head, Cajun turkey, and roast beef all day, Munster cheese. He would make these fucking insane subs, and I'm like 15. I'm like, dude, this shit is gonna be the best meal I've ever had,
You're
dude.
stoners too. one of my homies worked at Subway,
He did cut the
right?
tip of his finger off, is what I was saying. though.
Yeah, no,
And it landed in the turkey.
yeah. I still got I got a scar from Arby's, bro, where I cut my arm or my hand.
What about stoners though?
Yeah, whenever I was freaking 16, my buddy worked at Subway.
Did you ever huff stuff?
Yeah, I did a lot of
This is a tell-all.
back in the day.
This is a tell-all interview, dude.
Dude, back in the day, before we were getting high, I think we smoked a dried banana peel one time, but we used to sniff Sharpies.
All right,
We're
everyone's
talking about I'm talking about inhalants,
yeah,
bro. I'm
yeah,
talking
we're
about
about like Freon, ether, stuff like that.
No.
you gotta keep the mic in front of you.
Bro, you could.
I hate to be that guy, but I fucking hate editing. It's the worst. I'm talking about inhalants, bro. We used to have Duster, and then it makes your voice low. Like, you know how helium makes your voice high? Duster makes your voice low.
Yeah.
So we would do Mike Jones.
Yeah, we used to get triple C's, bro.
We would go.
Oh, I hated those.
We were on another level.
Eat
dude.
36 triple C's. You feel like a midget with sandbags on your shoulders,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
you float from room to room. I remember we did them, and then my one homeboy, his older brother, this Puerto Rican kid, the older brother was the only one who was having a good time. So there's three of us laying in a bed thinking we're probably dying, right?
Yeah.
Like ODing with a fever.
Yeah.
And he just tied glow sticks to shoestrings and tried like raving, like spinning koi. And glow sticks were just ripping off and smacking us. Like, yeah, it sucked. I hated that.
Fucking hell, dude.
Boy, right?
Spinning boy.
I did, yeah.
Oh my god, dude.
Dude, that stuff would get all over the room if you cut them open.
Oh yeah, dude.
You
What
see
is,
it on the walls?
What's that? There's another poi, isn't it? Like a Hawaiian food. It's like snot goo.
No, dude.
Yeah,
No.
What is that?
it's poi. It's like a Hawaiian food.
You like bao?
Stop. No, I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's like Asian tacos. They're so.
It's like when you walk into somebody and
Get
you.
down with some Asian tacos, bro.
It's a bow.
It's like when you bow to
What's your
people?
favorite thing to eat?
Oh, shit. Dude.
Damn, you're supposed to say pussy.
Yeah. You look like you eat a lot of stuff out of a can, Samson.
Yeah.
You look like a can eater, dude.
Yeah, dude. Can some?
Handsome?
Cans.
Don't even do that. I did. Back in the day, dude, I would get these hungry meals and we just cook them over the
Fire?
bro.
Yeah, I've done that.
Yeah, just like pop a little hole in the top and the can could be the whole.
Because what, you used to train hob? You were like a dirty kid?
Yeah, dirty kid.
Ugh.
Disgusting.
Nah, that's all right.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
See, I told you, bro. Poi is a traditional Hawaiian food made by pounding cooked taro root into a paste and mixing it with water.
So sick, dude. I don't know what I'm going to do with this knowledge, but
The staple in Hawaiian cuisine,
Thank God we know that.
sometimes described as 1 finger, 2 finger, or 3 finger poi, based on how many fingers are needed to scoop it up. So nasty ass
One
shit.
finger poi?
1 finger poi is so fire, dude. That's
Dude.
some thick ass shit, dude. God damn.
he's the coolest kid in middle school where he's like, dude, I 3-finger poyed my girl.
Oh, dude, she's a 3-finger poi.
Hey. She definitely.
And all the girls know the next week. They're like, did you hear it? How-
Call her 3-finger Tory.
Her parents are definitely on pills.
Yeah, dude. But they're rich, so it's fine.
I don't know if they're rich, but
Well, it depends.
That'd be
on what
kinda
middle
cool.
school you went to.
Cool wine mom with hard fake tits.
Dude,
Yeah.
one of my friends.
That mom that's like, yeah, I just don't want my kids drinking somewhere else because it's unsafe.
Yes,
They
dude.
just get super
Yes.
fucked up at their
Oh,
house.
yeah.
Fucking right, dude. One of my friends' mom was grinding on my ass, dude, when I was 16.
grinding on your ass?
Yeah, dude, grinding on my dick, dude.
Oh, I thought you said grinding on your ass. Like you guys were ass to ass.
Yeah, she just like grabs his hips and she's just like grinding on his
and my
ass.
friend like comes out. It's a party house, right, with
Yeah.
all the kids. And my friend comes out of the room and he's like, "What the fuck is going on in it?" Dude, he got so mad. At,
You have your
Yeah.
hands
shout out, Brian.
up? Yeah, Brian. What's up,
Dude.
Brian?
If I was Brian, I would fucking shoot you with a bow and arrow.
Dude,
I don't
he
know,
was so
dude.
pissed,
Was she
dude.
hot? Was his
She
mom hot?
dude.
Was
She
Brian's mom was hot?
skinny. She's probably 49.
Prime
16,
sexual
dude.
age, dude.
Bro, I just
The
realized.
man and woman's prime sexual
Okay,
age, 16 and 49.
I just realized that women go into menopause and then they come out of menopause and they still get wet after menopause. I think that's true.
I don't know.
Hyperbaric time
I thought
chamber.
they dried up.
I'm
dude.
not very versed on this, but I think whenever
That's how
you
they
get
train for the
past
cell games.
menopause-
We're the menopause experts. Us three. We know everything about menopause.
Dude, I'm gonna learn one day. You know, you got to.
What about menopause?
Yeah, when you're 56, you know all about menopause.
You have to know about menopause, dude, or you're just cool as fuck and you're just dating 21-year-olds.
Yeah, you drive a sick new Corvette.
Yeah, it's so
You're
sick.
rich,
And then you
right?
get decapitated with your 19-year-old girlfriend because you go Fast and the Furious and you try to drive under a semi-truck and it decapitates both of you guys.
That's crazy. You go Paul Walker and you try to do the Saudi Arabia sketching thing where you try to walk like this on the side of your car, but it just rips your feet off.
Yo, those Saudis are so sick, though.
Dude, throwing up Mercedes like on two wheels.
Oh, and then fucking ghost walking it, dude.
Yep.
So
That's
sick.
the Paul Walker.
Ghost riding the whip, dude. I thought the Paul Walker was wrapping yourself around a pole on your way to get some fucking young puss, bro.
Yeah.
So same thing, basically.
Yeah.
That's so sick, dude. Paul Walker understood sexual prime.
Yeah, he's like the Jerry
Legend.
Seinfeld.
Dude, he is a legend now. If he wouldn't have died, he would never have been a legend.
I was talking. Yeah.
He's not really a legend, but
I heard this.
He's in there.
Oh,
and the next prompt
Timer goes
is I'm gonna play this, but I'm gonna play it on mute.
Dude, this
Rules of the road.
reminds me of my
do they know if it's on moot or not?
Ooh, 88% done. Let's give it up for our white guy.
Oh, yeah.
You know about 1488.
Yo, this is. Wait, you need to pay attention to this part, bro.
When you come to a four-way
The rules of a four-way stop.
person on the first person that stopped
That's
goes.
so sick, dude. I feel like I'm in driver's ed again.
Yeah, it sucks. I
way,
just did the 4-hour class like 6 months ago. That's why they gave me the 8-hour.
Do you think there's like a remedial driver's ed? Where they just have like the fucking
No, because you can't have retards driving.
the special ed kids? Yeah, but they like
I don't know if you have
they
to-
give them like a fucking
I don't know.
They give him a fucking bike.
what's the
Dude, you don't give a retard a. They're gonna die the next week.
why do they give them helmets then?
Helmets are important.
They just put them in like a toy car, or it's like a remote control, and they drive it around. They drive it around with the kid in it. And they go, "Good job, Timmy."
Yeah, that'd be cool.
What if they made like?
Just put him in a Tesla.
What if they made? Oh, dude!
It's just self-driving.
Eventually, the retards will drive the Teslas full self-driving.
That's crazy. They're always
No doubt.
just in the Buc-ee's
Dude.
parking lot or like a McDonald's drive-through. You're like, dude, who's getting ice cream all the time?
Did he know we could get driver's license now, dude?
Yeah.
We
They
just
go.
get tested.
They're at the speaker like, "Bullshit! I know the ice cream machine isn't broken, dude."
Dude, Andre was telling me today.
Drive-throughs when the retards get to drive.
You know Andre, right?
I have. Okay, this is what's really fucked up about me. My brain doesn't work as good as it used to, and Amanda says that we've met Andre probably 10 times.
Who said that?
Amanda, my lady, right? And Amanda's friends with him on Facebook, and I think I met him one time since I've been back.
You know, he's a big guy, curly hair.
Yeah, I know who it is. I know.
Yeah.
All right, well, hey, moral of the story.
I can never walk up to the guy and say, "Hey."
Yeah, he's cool. But he's like my best friend. But he had he has a couple of Down syndrome employees. I guess he said
Shit.
I guess he said the one homeboy, like if your change came out to like 843, he would just give them a 10. Andre's like, he's like, dude, the drawer's all fucked up. He's like, all the my food count's fucked.
Why does he have him on the register?
It's the register or the slicer or the grill.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
It's either final destination or lose money.
That's fair, dude. Hopefully they subsidize all the lost
That's
money
what
from
I'm
him giving
thinking.
tins out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the government should be like
He's sick, dude. I don't want to give away too much because we gotta have Andre on. So I'm sure
They
he'll
give
tell us.
they give a miscounted change by Down syndrome employees subsidy from the government,
no way.
like $1,000 a year or something.
Yeah, you claim like an
Gotta be
insurance
more
loss.
than that, dude.
Yeah.
If you work in the meat slicer,
You gotta claim it, dude.
there's got
There's got to be something that they can do there, man. that's not working the cash register.
Dude, you know what they could do?
I just think of everything's dangerous.
Oh, dude, honey, here's another one that's hilarious. Real fast. The one dude, Andre's taking a shit. The kid's beating on the door, and he's like, "Andre, we need you. We need you. Andre, we need you." So Andre's like, "What the fuck, man?" So he gets up. He's like half wiped. He gets out and he's like, "Yo, what's up, man?" He's like, "Oh, this lady's got to wash her hands." It's the customer that needed to wash her hands, bro, and it just stinks like shit now.
That's fucking crazy, bro.
I don't want.
So, what's your favorite state? You traveled a lot. You're a traveling man.
My favorite state. I can't say that necessarily, but I can tell you
Your city.
My favorite place in the U.S. Monterey, California. Monterey
Beach is crazy.
It's so fucking chill, dude. Yeah. There's a whole Gulf. It's on the Gulf of Santa Cruz. Mm-hmm. It's on the other side of the Gulf. And bro, I didn't tell you this.
I've been there before. I've been to like Santa Monica Pier.
Bro, that's
I fuck with Monterey Jack.
It's such a trip because you got this funny ass joke that's about Skunky, right? That's exactly where I met Skunk Burger, bro.
Skunky B, dude. Shout out Skunky B.
Skunk Burger is his name?
Skunk Burger.
Was literally his road dog.
Yeah, dude. That's my fucking boy, dude.
That's sick.
And we would go up to the Trader Joe's and we would fucking, we get some fish and some potatoes and some fucking veggies, some onions and shit. And we would go down and he taught me how to make these pots. And we would just get tinfoil and we put all the shit into tinfoil. And then put it on the free grills out there, dude. Yeah. Skunky B, dude. And we would drink.
They got 40. Free grills? No wonder the homeless are going crazy out there, dude.
Dude, come on.
It's like a public park grill. It's like a public park grill.
Okay.
Burger.
No, Skunky's tight.
I would go to the public park.
On the bay.
I would go to the public park grills by my old place. And there would always be like homeless dudes. And I'm like,
yeah, you just shove some
you could eat a few
holes in there or whatever.
Where'd you get the name Skunky from? A skunk from?
Just sounds like
not my name.
You just made.
It sounds like
I've met two Skunkies. Yeah, I've met two Skunkies.
Okay, because maybe you.
I did like
maybe
Rainbow
you know
Family.
my homie.
I did like Rainbow Family stuff for a long time,
dude.
Yeah.
Just
travel Rainbow Family. I go to nationals, regional burns.
I went to a lot of nationals. I think I went to
Happy
only
Pride
2 regionals. I've been to 4 nationals and 2 regionals. One was in California. One was Ocala.
Ocala's every February.
Ocala's
is it still going on? I haven't been since 2012.
We got.
I thought everyone was like, "Yo, 2012, the Mayans are gonna come back." It's the world. Yeah. Remember how big it was before then, bro? Mayan shit was huge. Where they were like, "Yo, we're going down to Chichen Itza, and it's gonna be done, and we're gonna turn into 5D consciousness and all this shit."
It might not be wrong. It might not be wrong.
They're fucking 13 years off.
I met no. I
met a Mayan.
I met AI. Yeah, dude. I was on acid and I met AI. And I told her, I said, please don't take over. She's a girl.
You met Allen Iverson?
That's terrible, dude. That's racist.
Dude, he's going to the paint, dude.
Yeah. I met AI and he crossed me the fuck over and broke my ankles. Damn. Allen Iverson transitioned, dude. I didn't even know, dude.
No, it's probably a demon, to be honest.
I met the devil the same night.
You think the devil's just hanging out with talking robots? Maybe. That actually would be sick, dude. The devil pulls up 2, what do you say, purple?
2
purple bitches, dude, that are robotic. You go, hell yeah, dude. She gives me,
what's up? It's me, Big D.
Yeah. He goes, she gives me that go-go gadget neck.
Oh, shit. Dude, the devil's got AI on his side.
Nah, the devil's probably got AIDS.
Oh, dude. Hell no, dude.
He was supposed to be like the most handsome guy in the world.
He was scary.
Yeah, no, I've seen some horrible
Lucifer,
shit.
dude, the most beautiful angel.
Yeah, Ocala is.
Ocala's
not. Well, are you like a
Willy Galler?
You're like a Camp A guy though. You hang out with all the crusties.
I do. I have at multiple camps, at multiple nationals, but I'll just go down there to get a drink and then I'll go back up to my camp because a lot of times we freaking start a whole kitchen there.
Yeah,
like that. Or if we don't
travel
start a kitchen, we hang out with Fat Kids.
Fat Kids Kitchen. I traveled with them for a while.
I'm down with that. Yeah, Fat Kids are the shit. The first year
I was playing World of Warcraft while you guys were.
The first year I went to a gathering was in Washington.
Yeah, dude, I was fucking
gathering of the Juggalos. That's what I want to go.
Oh
to.
no,
that's what I want to go to.
I was just eating research chemicals, licking the dirt, dude. Just fucking forgetting that I had nipples, dude. I would just melt, brother.
The people that give those to you are like, "That's my RC car right there, dude."
Yeah, that's so sick.
You're just controlling them around.
Yeah,
that's
dude.
so awesome.
Fuck.
Are they driving drugs around on the RCs?
Dude,
like pulling up to other camps and then it's like a delivery.
Dude, RC drugs are so bad, and they're actually banned from the.
Yeah, all electronics and shit like that are not. If they see you like on a cell phone, they'll just throw it.
Yeah.
What, you can't vape?
Bro, you might not be able to. Yeah, they were never a thing whenever I was there.
God damn it, dude! I wonder if
but
they vape
how are you
now.
going to charge it? Because you don't have your vehicle. It's freaking 3 miles away.
Yeah, you park up on these roads and then you
get a
walk
fucking
into the woods.
potato with some little diodes.
Gangster, dude. If
you
you
make
can
a
do
fucking
that,
battery out of it and you charge your vape off.
That was the deal, dude. You're not allowed to drink liquor there or booze or nothing. You're not allowed to bring that in, which we did.
Yeah.
But if you make it there, if you dig a hole and you make your own fucking
just the nastiest hooch
there, then you're allowed to.
But it's a bad vibe.
You're making toilet hooch because you're shitting in a hole in the ground.
You've been tripping and you're around someone who's blacked out. You're like, you are demonically possessed. You are of the devil. I know you. You are of your father, the devil, dude. Like
you're fucking tripping. You're like having like an enlightening experience under the stars. And a guy walks up and goes, "You seen Kelly's ass, dude? Oh my god!" And you go, "Bro, you're fucking demonic. Get out of my face,
bro."
Right
I saw Kelly's ass from third dimension. From higher above.
Yeah, dude, I'm looking at it through a fucking
DMT,
yeah. I used to do
out of body.
You don't do psychedelics anymore at all, do you?
No, man.
Fuck me neither.
I really don't. We have this is on a podcast, but we have mushroom chocolates in my fridge. We do like I microdose mushrooms. Like I will take a
fine. That's basically legal,
or like the smallest amount, man, because that will get me on a good level. But honestly, I haven't done that in 6 months.
You can like crack your neck on stuff like that.
I haven't done 6 months.
Just pop your joints and shit.
Way too much for me. Yeah. I'm getting too old.
But yeah, I don't know if Rainbow Family is even like a thing anymore. It still is.
It is. I was just looking
because the festival circuits, all that stuff is like completely changed. It went like weirdly huge mainstream with like festivals and wooks. No, I'm talking about even like after like 2013 and stuff like that. Like music festivals just felt really like almost normie or
they're commercialized.
Yeah, it got too commercialized where it felt weird. I don't know.
The first year I went was like 2011 or 2012, and it was in Washington.
Was the first time you went to a gathering?
I think it was 2011.
I'm telling you, bro. You keep saying gathering, and I'm like, dude.
Oh, the Juggalos?
Gathering of the Juggalos, bro.
Dude, if we could get so famous, we pod at the.
Dude, I would love to do a live pod at the gathering of the Juggalos.
Go ahead and change it, bro.
Change it over.
Dude, do you know which those means? Railroad and women and kids crossing.
Dude,
wrong way, dude.
Oh, yeah.
Wrong way is nuts, dude.
Yeah.
There's a train hopping
it's fucking
crew.
Pride Month right now, dude.
There's a train hopping crew.
Dude, that's the wrong way.
There's a train hopping crew called the Wrong Way Kids right now. And they are basically
they only going backwards.
They're basically FTRA,
dude,
of the old school.
Do you think this would be crazy if I took like a 3-month break? I got into hopping trains. We got into hopping trains, but we just go to mics and shows, and you
never make it on
just,
time.
And you just vlog. No, because if it's like a mic, you're like, fuck that way. You go, they go, yeah, the mic's Tuesdays at 9. You go, hell yeah. You show up at Tuesday at 3:30, like 11 p.m. and they're like, oh, I just ended. And you go, fuck, I gotta stay in Dairy Queen, Nebraska for fucking 6 days
for a week
and 23
until the next mic
and for 23 hours for the next mic. But if you vlogged it, that would be pretty cool. That's a niche thing that no one's ever really done.
It's true.
Crossover comedy with train hopping. Train hopping's big on the internet now.
I mean, I just think it's stupid. It's like a niche thing that hipsters will get into, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
I've only
never make it on the rails either.
I've only hopped probably like 6 trains before.
Yeah. I used to sign my name, Samson, and then I would put the long line under it, and I used to like write how many, like I used to just cross it off with how many. I got over 50, and then I was like, I'm not doing this shit. And this is so stupid. Every train I would hop, I'd bring a big Sharpie and fucking tag.
Yeah, like a paint pen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like and it was stupid, but There is this crew called the Wrong Way Kids, and they will fucking throw you off the train, dude. If you seem like you're a newbie or something like that,
Oh my god,
they
dude.
will. It's the FTRA from back in the day. Originally, it was fuck the Reagan administration, but now it's Freight Train Riders of America.
Yeah.
They're all 60 or 70 years old. If you meet anybody that says they're FTRA, they're fucking bullshitting you because they're not. But Wrong Way Kids.
It sucks though to be
and
a train hopper and be mean.
If any of them hear this, then they're going to be...
A lot of the kids that he hung out with, I thought they were fucking jerk-offs.
Yeah.
Crusty kids and stuff like that are fucking assholes.
I love them, dude. I mean, okay, I can tell you, you meet the good ones and you meet the bad ones, and you can tell the difference.
Yeah.
What color? The sniper.
No, actually, some of the coolest fucking people I ever met were black.
I'm kidding, bro.
Dude.
It's a joke, you know. He goes, no, I love.
Sentimental. He goes, wait.
He goes,
So you want the survival of your race means you got to kill everyone else? You're like, no. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just saying, can we live to the year 2100? Me too. Did we watch college football?
Dude, all day. Dude, Auburn's going to kill it this year.
No, you guys aren't. Who's your head coach? Hugh Freeze?
Every time that Iran posts online, I'm just like, have you guys checked out the Auburn defense? Yeah, seriously. I got this crazy ass X account that I have 0 followers. Every time I ran the Ayatollah.
Dude, the Ayatollah, dude, it's the Iran military. Dude, they're tweeting like King Von or something. You know what I mean? Like they're like an O-Block rapper.
yeah.
Just
like,
catching bodies. And they're
Did you hear what they said the other day? They were like, we're gonna, there's a surprise coming tonight that's gonna shock the entire world for centuries. That's what they said.
And you go, wait, what's their time zone? Yeah, you go, what's their time zone? Is that like their night or our night? Like,
dude, the other night I was like
I don't like surprises, bro. Don't.
There was like this live
like
feed.
2 a.m. and the sun just comes out. You're like, oh no.
A live feed of Iran, and the sun was.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is happening? I get it. The world's round.
Speak for yourself, brother. Speak for yourself.
You think you get it.
You get any conspiracy stuff like that? Well, since you were
time,
training,
dude, the moon. We didn't
train
go
hopping
to
or
the
whatever.
moon. I mean, yeah. Whenever I was train hopping, what I really like to do was look at the stars.
Yeah,
I was like big into the stars. I mean,
Do you think
I
Stanley
didn't know.
Kubrick directed the moon landing?
Yes.
it's crazy when you get way out in the woods, bro. How many stars there are, dude.
It's so cool.
Light pollution gets so depressing,
I
bro.
saw this book from the library that was a whole map to the stars, and you could like, it was like this thick, man, and you could like, you could go to anything, and it was like it's TV for train hoppers. It's the fucking star.
Bro, I've only ever existed under fluorescence, dude. Fluorescent lighting is the only. That's why I look like this.
Yeah, dude, you wish upon a shooting star, dude. I want to get in a Tesla and fucking shoot a star. Just me in Hollywood, just shooting whatever actresses has made her kids trans.
What is this?
You ever know? You got, yeah, dude. I think Megan Fox, all her kids are. She has 3 of them, dude. You're like, that's statistically impossible. Unless it was the oldest
really,
one, and the other 2 like are like, oh, dude, we want to.
It's cultural, dude.
Cultural,
you get attention if you want to come out as trans. I dated a trans girl.
You had to think about that one.
So
She was a girl, dude. No. She had a pussy.
and a beard.
And I dated 2 of them.
Was she?
I shouldn't be saying
She
this.
was
and
female?
everyone's gonna listen to this shit.
Yeah,
Just
you
female to
have
male?
kids. Chill.
Dude, yeah. Both of them were female, dude. But they were like, they both wanted to.
All right, let's talk about something else.
What is this? DoorDash
driver arrested at customer's house with gun after demanding cash tip. I guess he got.
Dang, dude, that dude's a gangster.
That's
bro.
something I get, dude. I would get this close to delivering Domino's pizza, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You go, oh shit, Devontae is on the name. You're like, I'm not gonna get a fucking tip, dude. You go,
It's cash.
fucked.
They didn't even pay him in advance, right?
Yeah.
Is it going to be a cash thing? Oh, did he say 38.27? Let me
Oh,
count
dude,
this.
they'll dude. Sometimes people like can't start counting change, and I just go, nah, bro. I literally have had to go, nah, man, you ain't gonna do this to me like this, dude. Like I'm having
That's
it's
crazy.
spring break on beachside. There's traffic everywhere. You got me. You know what I mean? And then my one buddy who's like an Embry-Riddle kid and he's rich as hell. And he's like, yeah, I just got a $50 tip. And I'm like, yeah, dude, you delivered to the Goldsteins. Yeah. We're not the Goldsteins. They don't tip either.
Dude,
They don't tip either. You delivered the Adams.
To the Adams family.
To the John
You delivered to the Adams family, and they tipped me 20 extra fingers.
Yeah. He's like, I do have this cool pocket filled with spiders.
And they go, hell yeah, dude. How much are they worth? And then you got to resell the spiders, and it's just a pain in the
Bro,
ass
I would
thing.
deliver sometimes to churches, bro, and they're tax exempt, and they would show me their tax exempt thing and still not tip me on like I'm talking about like a $900 order, bro. And my car had no AC, so I have literally like 1,000 pizzas in my car in the summer at like 3 p.m. driving down A1A. My car's all fucked up. Where if it dropped under like 2,000 RPMs, it would stall. So at stoplights, I had to just feed it gas while holding the brake. Like, dude, I couldn't go to the drive-throughs because I would just rear end someone. You know what I mean?
What would Jesus do?
Yeah, bro. He would not deliver to them.
Bro, so this story's crazy, dude. So the guy comes back and he goes, hey, you forgot my tip. And they get into like a scuffle, I guess.
He came back?
Damn, dude. So he went there and he's like, hopefully
the next morning
they'll tip me on the way out.
He delivers the order to the 59-year-old was the driver. He delivers the order, about $100 in groceries and tip to the app, but the guy wasn't satisfied. So then that's one day. Next day he comes back at 10 a.m. and he says the guy shows up angry, upset he had not gotten a cash tip.
No fucking way.
Which was actually noted on the order. He said, you forgot to give me my tip, Valino said. Things escalated quickly into a scuffle, and that is when Valino spotted a gun tucked in Delahan's waistband.
Gang, gang, bro.
Listen to this. Listen how this guy describes this shit. He stepped to the right, I stepped to the left, and I reached behind him, and I felt the steel in his waistband. It sounds like a fucking erotic novel from the 90s.
Well, what's crazy, real fast though, is, dude, imagine the driver all night stewing over that. He's got like an 18 case of Busch Light, and he's sitting there with his pistol, like in the mirror. He's like, "You fucking, you bitch! Like, you fucking forgot my tip."
He keeps practicing. You forgot to give me my tip.
Yeah,
you forgot to give me my tip.
Yeah, he's like, "Oh, you forgot to." He's like, "I got a tip for you." He pulls out his wiener, so he's like wondering. He's like, "No, I'll get a looted civius charge for that." Like,
he goes, "You forgot to give me my tip. Check out these hollow points." But no. So they start fighting, and the guy, and
I think the customer was in the wrong there.
He goes, I felt the steel in his waistband, and as soon as I felt the gun in his waistband, my heart just sank. The only thing on my mind was that I had to get the gun away from him. I was in a struggle for my life. I was thinking, it's me or him.
No way.
The guy ended up disarming this guy. Yeah, he got.
Which guy was 59? The customer or the driver?
The driver.
Yeah, dude, if a 59-year-old pulls a gun on me, I'm gonna beat the dog piss out of him.
I would just like trip him.
That's what I'm saying. Put a foot behind him and push. Oh my God.
Wait,
they both called 911.
Oh.
Snitch me, snitch, bro.
I kind of give it to the driver though. He has his right to carry, right?
Yeah, but not to come back at 10 a.m. and be like, yo, you forgot my tip.
I think the moral
driver's side here.
Dude, the moral of the story is tip culture is getting out of hand.
Oh, it is.
Tip culture is retarded, bro. That's crazy.
Because I'll go pick up food from a place and then I still have to tip them.
I do, and I feel bad. I tip to go. I like to go food. I'll tip like 10% because I'm like, you're not even like. I always go to this one sushi spot. It's like a Thai sushi spot. And it's like the only thing in Edgewater. And me and my girl, we asked the host one time. We were like, "You get these, right?" And they're like, "No, the owner just like divvies them out." A lot of those like little third world restaurants, bro, they'll fuck you. Yeah, there's the sickest sushi spot in Daytona, bro. I don't want to blow up the spot, but Homeboy is the owner and the main sushi. No, it's right on Seabury. But he's the main sushi chef, and he makes all the servers tip him out at the end of the night. It's like, dude, you own this place.
That happens at a lot. That happens at a lot of mom and pop places. The servers have to tip out the owner.
Yeah,
I've seen that on like I know it's all usually staged and bullshit, but like the Gordon Ramsay thing. What is it called? Restaurant or something.
It's like restore. They're like restoring the restaurant.
He's trying to like bring him back. It's not Hell's Kitchen, obviously.
Bro, you're so wrong, dude. The best place in Edgewater is this place called Hills chicken and waffles.
I've been there, but that's not Asian food.
That's not sushi, bro. That's not sushi.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Samson goes, I walk into the back kitchen, I get the chicken sashimi. He goes, they have a whole fucking vat of that shit, and it's already sitting in buttermilk. It's so good. I usually get sick, though.
Have you ever eaten raw chicken?
No, dude.
Have you seen guys do that?
They make
raw food. People are getting crazy.
I know, dude. The guy was like
dude.
The guy was on Instagram, like he had an account that was like eating a raw chicken breast every day until I get sick or whatever.
It reminds me of that fucking really beefed up guy.
But you guys
Liver
ever get
King.
like
Liver King, yeah.
a Publix chicken breast, bro? I've never seen a chicken racked up that big.
Dude, there you go.
They're like
big.
double D's, dude. They have like fake silicone.
Amanda just got the organic. Like she got a box of them somehow.
Yeah, the chicken breasts are
all
little.
super thin. Yeah,
Yeah, they're just normal chicken tits.
GMO chickens have huge knockers, bro.
That's crazy. They're like Sam Sulik just hitting fucking pec flex.
No, they're
we
like
should get our bitches on GMOs.
They're like, yeah, they're dragging their tits around on the ground. They can barely walk too. It's insane.
It could be a whole porn category.
Morgan Spurlock did a whole, I think after he was canceled or whatever, he did a whole second documentary. It was like
that guy.
Super Size Me guy.
Oh yeah,
Morgan
he did a
Spurlock.
chicken one. Yeah,
He did one about the chicken restaurants. They call them free range if they like cut a hole in the barn and they put like a little thing that goes outside so that the chicken can step out there for a little bit, and they call that free range. That's considered free range.
Yeah. And it's crazy because chickens don't respect rules, so it's not like they're like doing it in an orderly fashion.
Yeah, no, they're just all piled against the thing. Like, we need sun, dude. We're animals.
Not like this is Marcus's time, but it's a little hole. And there's one little freak out there. There's just some rat out there treating it like a glory hole. And you don't know if he's sticking it in there or putting his mouth up there waiting to get it stuck in.
God,
the South is the craziest for chicken, man. I think that, dude, you see in Georgia, you see these trucks driving by with just a million small cages this
Oh,
big,
yeah.
with one, and there's just feathers flying off everywhere.
but they have like a chicken mafia, bro. Like, if you try to be a chicken farmer, this was all in that Morgan Spurlock thing or whatever. Tyson will like shut you down if you're not like raising Tyson chickens.
That
They'll come and like try to shut you down if you get too big.
Mob and everything. What's up with the? Who do you think the vape mob is?
The Chinese.
Yeah. Dude, you're not lying. Yeah,
The Chinese.
it's all coming straight from like on those shipping containers.
Yeah, and the guys like they're on the line, and the guys like testing all of them.
Yeah. Dude, I
saw it.
You know what Samson could
I saw a video of a guy hitting all the vapes on the line.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Yeah.
That's so fucking.
Dude, you know what
Why wouldn't they just make a vacuum?
No, he was
just hitting it with a dust bunny? That would be pretty sick, dude. Does anyone you guys have dust busters?
What is a dust buster?
Dust bunny or whatever, the little handheld vacuum?
No.
Those things are cool as hell, dude.
Actually, yes, we do. I bought my old lady last year for
Dude,
Christmas.
it'd probably feel good to rub one down like down your back, like just
Down your
pull
back and then
skin
around
out.
back to the front.
Yeah.
She wanted like a mega carpet cleaner, so I got her the best one at Walmart.
Like a steam
For
cleaner?
Christmas?
Yeah,
You got your wife?
You go,
Dude, I got her a dishwasher.
Yeah.
She loved it. The little handheld thing that comes off of it.
Yeah.
Like, so kind of we got.
We used to rent, like, I'm so glad we don't have carpet, because we used to have to rent like a Stanley steamer.
I sold Kirby vacuums for a little while.
No way, dude.
And I really
So
sold one.
crazy.
And
What do you?
I swear to God,
What,
dude,
were you an adult in the fucking
$2,600 vacuum, bro.
What, were you an adult in the fucking 1950s? Like, holy shit, dude.
Dude, this one black
Cheating
guy.
on your wife,
it was-
fucking knocking
dude,
on doors.
Dude, they would give us one and they would just drop us off in the hood like an Altamont, and we would just go door to door. Bro, I'm
the
talking about
hood?
people would fucking like just peek through their blinds and like, get the fuck out of here.
No way,
It was
dude.
me and these like two homies I went to high school with, but we weren't even like, dude, they roped us in because we went to orientation, like the first thing you show up, and they rope you in is because they're playing Half Baked on the TV, and they're like, oh, isn't this a
hell
funny
yeah.
scene? And you're like, this job's gonna be awesome.
Oh,
and the
hell
next thing you know, it's 8 a.m., you're driving 40 minutes from home, they just drop you off with a vacuum cleaner in a fucking neighborhood, and you gotta walk door to door, bro. And it's like a 2-hour presentation. And this was a prophecy, bro. You want to believe in synchronicities? The only one I sold, this bitch bought me Arby's, dude. You know what my job was after that? Arby's. Dude.
Damn.
She foretold.
Predictive
Prophecy.
programming, dude.
What else you got there?
The Arby's thing was predictive programming.
Yeah.
ICE agents arrested a U.S. Marshal in Arizona.
Nice, dude. Fuck
They
that
said he
US
fit the
Marshal.
description.
He goes, how can I fit the description? I'm Marshall Mathers. He's like, ice, not really nice. Turn up, rolling up on me like dice.
That is
Looking like lice.
That is the next. That's the next awfully hot coffee pot, dude.
Yeah.
He's gonna do an ice one for sure, dude. That's an awfully hot coffee pot. Should I dump it on Donald Trump? Probably not.
Oh my God. Dude, number one.
How are you gonna be white and an Uncle Tom? That's my question, dude. That's so crazy. Uncle Marshall, dude. Shout out.
Imagine
Eminem,
how
bro.
Mexican you gotta be to be a U.S. Marshal and get arrested by ICE.
Yeah, this guy was like the smallest squat guy with like a little mustache. He goes, "No, I'm a U.S. Marshal.
I am not.
I'm a U.S. Marshal." And they go, "Yeah, right."
He's 4'3" doing burpees. Doing burpees with a boombox. He's covered in tattoos. He's doing burpees on cardboard in the driveway while someone's cooking tostadas like on like half of a keg. That's
I'm
just
on my way to work, fool.
Look at my badge. I gotta go ride a plane. This guy's trying to dodge the dodge.
there's like a pickup truck and the bed of it's just filled with ice and filled with cervezas. Dude, they party hard, bro. They're so cool.
Oh, dude.
Except for the ones that moved in on.
I am so thankful for Mexicans, honestly, man. One time I was hitching from Yuma back up to Vegas. And so I didn't know, like, the honest way you got to go is back to California and then up to Vegas. But we tried to hitch through the desert to get to Vegas. Like, it's a straight line. We looked at
That's
the map.
crazy.
Dude,
It's
we tried to
desolate
hitch-
as fuck.
It's so desolate. So we got this ride out there.
Like one
and
car per
they're like-
hour.
They're like, we stood there in Yuma for 8 hours trying to get a ride. We finally got a ride. And they're like, well, we'll take you up to this crossroads and you should be able to find a ride from there up to north. We get out into the
Wait, hold on. How'd you get to
this crossroads and there is nothing.
That's when you meet the devil who offers you a record contract.
Nothing there.
Samson's so good at the banjo now.
Yeah. Do you play like hobo music?
Yeah, I got a gang of that shit.
That's
How'd
do you
you-
think there's real fast? Do you think there's like a Jewish mafia for like hobo street bands?
Yeah.
They're like, you must suck a homeless
No, no,
guy.
no, no.
You're homeless.
They're hiding a yarmulke under their cowboy hat.
In Texas, probably.
That's crazy.
How'd you get to Yuma though? Did you take the 310?
Dude, one of my favorite movies afterwards.
The remake?
Because this chick,
Christian Bale's
this
badass.
chick liked
know.
that movie, so I was like, hell yeah, I love that movie too.
Samson's on the train. He goes, so this.
So what happened? You got to the
He's on
crossroads.
the
No,
train.
we
He
get-
goes,
we get
this
out
train
there.
will stop at Tucumcari.
We get out there, it's hot as fuck. It's me and my buddy Joker, and so we start walking up the road that
He's
we
got
need to
his
go
face
up.
painted like the Joker.
It's melting into his eyes. He's like,
He goes, Samson, we gotta find a ride. I can't really see you right now. It's just burning my eyes. I should not have done this.
Random ass house in the middle of the desert, and we are fucking hot. And
This is the beginning of a horror movie.
we go to the house and we're like, can we please have some water? Like, so they give us some water and then like get off of our property. So we go back out to the road.
They go, by the way, our property spreads for the next 3 acres.
sit
We own
there and
all of this
think, like,
desert.
what the fuck are we doing out here? Like, let's go back to the town where we were flying a sign and making money. So we stand out there for 3 or 4 hours trying to hitch back to Yuma. And finally, these Mexicans pick us up, dude. They put us in the bed of their truck. They were chill.
They drive you across the border to Mexico, and you're like, fuck.
No, Yuma is 1 mile from Mexico.
You go, I got reverse coyote.
Right there.
You go,
dude.
fuck, I got reverse coyote again.
And so I fucking love Mexicans, dude. I always have. And
Hell yeah.
because they took you back to where you came from.
Yeah, dude.
I go, anybody that drives me a mile, I love them, dude. This.
No, it wasn't a mile.
No, I know.
dude. It was 40 miles into the desolate desert, bro.
That's awesome.
It was nuts, dude.
Oh,
Did you-
Whenever
did
you
you-
travel like that, you got to stick with the city.
Did you go by Samson or you have a road dog name?
old man Samson. That's
Old man
always been what it was.
Even when he was a young.
But you were young.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Is it because you looked old?
No. It's because I.
You had like a Benjamin Button thing going on?
He goes, because I would fuck the old men that would let us.
Oh, you're a wise sage.
Yeah, well, I would give people advice.
Damn, dude.
Unwanted advice.
No.
He's the guy on Xanax. You're like, hey, man, you should probably take that.
Yeah.
Dude. I hate Xanax, man.
Yeah, it sucks. It makes you
Xanax
steal.
is the worst. I did it one time and I lost a full 24 hours.
Guy on Xanax goes,
I think he said I lost $20 and I'll never do it again.
dude, I took some Xannies one time and for 2 weeks. Yeah. I took some Xannies one time and I woke up 2 weeks later.
Shit.
No,
Scared.
my cousin's girlfriend had like a prescription. So we're just sitting there chilling. And she's like, you guys want to try some Xanax? And we're like, yeah. And then I've literally woke up like 2 weeks later. I was like, what the fuck? I guess we were just eating her script like for 2 weeks straight. But I took some one time and I went to hang out with my girlfriend and I blacked out, of course. And I wake up the next day and she's like, she called me like 10 times and she's like, I finally answer and she goes, hey, did you steal $40 from my parents' car? I was like, I would never do that, babe. No fucking way. And I like shuffle around. I stick my hand in my pocket. There's $40. And I go, fuck yeah, dude, I'm gonna go get a hate the weed. Yeah, crazy as hell.
Oh, that's so sick.
And I smoked it with some other girl. It was
I blacked
not
out.
a good situation.
I blacked out and we woke up the next morning. I was freaking young, right? Like 17 or 18. First roommates in the house and we woke up and I was sleeping on the couch, right? Because that's where my room was. And my roommate come out, Ryan, and he's like, hey, dude, do you know anything about this on the stove? It's like some black shit dripping down the front of the stove.
Oh no.
And I was like, nah, dude, I got no clue. And his girlfriend comes over like, what the fuck is that smell, dude? And so there was shit dripping down the front of the stove. And I was young. This was before I traveled. It was like
cooking a turd?
dirty shit dripping down the front of the stove.
Yeah, I gotta eat this shit up.
So I was like, I have no clue. So I went to the bathroom, dude, and I wiped my butt just to make sure there was no residue or anything left over. Fully clean, dude. It was completely great. And so we were fucking around, and then we look in the washing machine, and my shit drawers were in the washing machine. Oh, dude, it's not the beer bong, but it's the beer stick that you stick on the wall, and it just goes.
Yeah. Yeah. So wait, what'd you do?
I shit on the stove like drunk, and it dripped down the front of the fucking.
Why'd you shit on the stove?
I don't know. I
This is as good a place as any. Samson goes, any port in a storm, brother.
Oh my god, that's crazy.
Oh, dude, that was so young.
Another thing about my 2 week blackout of Xanax, I never did Xanax again after that, except for the time that I stole that money from my girlfriend's parents. But
That's good.
after that, I never did Xanax again. But I woke up like after that, like 2-ish weeks or whatever, and I had long hair when it started, and my head was shaved. I swear to God, dude.
Oh,
No.
It's like I went to fucking prison or something, dude.
That's the worst.
I know, dude.
the only time
Turns you
I
into a
did it,
different person.
I don't know how I got home, but my mom woke me up and the front door was wide open and half my body was inside, but my whole face was skin.
Oh
And I think
no.
what happened
You
was
fell?
I fell like onto my knees, fell forward, and then just like straightened my body out, like just like fell like that, and then just like, and then army crawled, got the door open, and then I just passed back out.
Dude,
My buddy that I know got clean because he was nodding off on like, I think pain pills, probably. This was the time for like pain pills being bad. He was nodding off on that shit and he was like vomiting. So he fell asleep on the toilet with his arm under his head, pinched against the toilet. And his arm was so like numb when he woke up. He lost use of his arm for like 2 weeks.
oh no.
Yeah.
It's like you pinched a fucking vein or something.
Yeah. And he was like, I'm never doing pills again.
Oh god, thank God, dude. Man, pills ruined my life, and I don't even do them, dude.
That's crazy.
It's true.
It affects people around you
What else you
too.
got?
The Trump administration is spending $2 million to figure out whether DEI causes plane crashes.
Dang, dude, you know.
Spoiler alert, I could have saved you $2 million. It does.
Dude, I could have. Yeah, dude, I would have taken that $2 million.
You get like
There's just Indian guys pooping in the cockpit.
No. You get
women.
you get you get customer service black ladies and you put them in a fucking plane tower
Bro,
to be
you-
air traffic
you get
controllers.
one-
That's crazy.
you get
The
one
pilot's
white dude
I
and
think we're
one
going
black
down. I think we're gonna go down. She goes, first of all, lower your voice to me.
Listen, sir, I'm about to hang up.
yeah. You just got air traffic controllers just hanging up on pilots.
Oh my god! It reminds me.
Yeah,
of
dude, if you're going Mayday, Mayday, and all you hear is, sir, I ain't.
You go, I'm fucking dead. You get on the speaker, you go,
Co-pilot's like, is that clapping?
you get on the speaker, you go, hey guys, we got another black lady air traffic controller. Just so you guys know, we're all gonna die, so you might as well just.
Oh.
It reminds me of calling and I don't call the cops. I think I might have before, younger, but like when you call them, you're like, it's an extreme situation. This is really, sir, can you please calm down?
Yeah.
No, fuck you.
Yeah. You go,
You go,
my testicles are on my eyelids. I cannot chill out.
You go, we'll have somebody out in 3 hours. And you go, fuck, dude, I got ball eyes for 3 hours. That's crazy. I'm stuck like this. That's so crazy, dude. This researcher says he reveals his plan to save the planet by detonating a nuclear bomb on the ocean floor.
No way, dude.
How's that? I don't believe in nukes.
That's
so.
gay. That's a gay
Project
article.
Plowshare studied effects of a nuclear explosion on geological materials on the ocean floor.
That's so.
Isn't like nuclear energy is getting like
What is
rocks really, really hot with water?
Well,
What is
I
it
would-
supposed to do? It pulverizes basalt that makes up the seabed. Such an explosion could accelerate carbon. These words are way too big for me.
Sequestration.
What's
and
the
then-
plan though?
That's what I'm
Why
saying. Hold on, where?
the negative effects of a nuclear explosion in the ocean? Number one, a nuclear explosion in the
Yeah.
ocean.
They go, honestly, it wouldn't be as bad as China's fishing problem.
They say
You know, they're like overfishing the ocean like crazy.
the researcher predicts few or no loss of life due to the immediate effects of radiation.
bullshit.
Few to no is crazy.
Few to none.
But why are they doing that? What would it save?
I don't know. I don't know why he would.
All you
do
said
it.
was negatives, not one positive.
Shoot the moon. Before we do that, let's just shoot the moon.
I don't get why they would do it. That's my problem.
Well,
I like how Tim just pulls up like a headline and it's like,
maybe it's like something about the atmosphere, right?
It's something about climate change.
no, because it's underwater.
It's kind of
I
genius.
think because I think maybe because the water levels are rising. If
Yeah,
you blow up
dude.
some of the seabed, it'll lower the water level.
Hell yeah,
Explode a nuke
dude.
underground.
And we get to keep Florida after that.
Dude, we've literally discovered, what is it, like 10% of like the ocean compared to like space? Like,
Yeah.
that's not going to help anything.
But the positive, here we go. I skipped right over it on accident.
By pulverizing the basalt that makes up the seabed, such an explosion could accelerate carbon. No, actually, you were reading that and then you gave up on the first word.
oh,
Sequestration.
it reduces sequestration, which capture. So it would reduce carbon dioxide from being released into the atmosphere somehow, probably by killing.
But this is what I don't
so
get.
much scared
This
of
is
that.
what I don't get. Don't trees breathe the carbon
Yes,
dioxide?
they do, dude.
And don't they
And
breathe
that's
out
what-
oxygen?
That's what the greening is. It is the greening.
Yeah.
Like the earth is healthier now than it was before because there's more carbon dioxide in the fucking atmosphere.
Yeah.
Like maybe it's 2 degrees warmer for us, but there
Is it?
are places that are way more green now
Yeah.
than what they used to.
And it's like, can't the sun just be getting hotter?
I think so.
I think the sun's just getting hotter.
It grows 2 inches a year is what we think.
Dude, I wish I was the sun. Dude, if I grew 2 inches a year, you pussy see me in 10 years? You're fucked.
20 inches taller. You're like 6'1".
20 inches longer, dude.
20 inches taller, you're 6'1". Dude, that's crazy.
Damn, dude, you're 6'1" and 2.
Dude, but me, dude, 50-year-old, 6'1".
Too powerful.
Yeah.
And then you
I
got
hate that
That'd be too long to do crunches.
They say you shrink when you're older, dude. We're going to be tiny.
No way, dude.
Yeah, but
got
tall
plenty of
guys,
time.
you never see a really old tall guy.
Well,
They
it's
all
true.
die.
I've seen probably 3 in my life, and it's sad because
Because gravity.
No, it's because your heart has to beat harder to push blood to the rest of the body, man. It's really sad. But I have seen one.
So
You're pretty tall, Samson.
Fuck you.
What you should do, though, is just curl up in a ball. At night, you should sleep in a ball, and it should conserve your blood flow, right?
Yeah, no, that's worse because that's not how circulation works. It's like bending a hose. You should actually sleep. You should actually sleep perfectly stiff.
Peek in the hose, dude.
You should actually sleep perfectly stiff with your limbs de-escalated under
that's
you.
Crazy, yeah. If you did cut off your knees and your elbows, and you're like, those are just kinks in the hose, brother. I'm gonna live forever long, but you're just a nub.
You get your arms implanted on your elbows and your feet implanted on your knees.
Like, you just do one at a time. Like, I'm gonna cut off my right arm this year until my blood pressure goes up some more, and then next year I'll cut off my left foot.
Dude, but if you got your hands, I think we have the technology for this. They attach it to where your elbow is, so you have little short arms, and then they cut off your lower part of your leg, and they attach your foot to your knee.
Midget. Can you say midget?
And you said retard like 25 times at the beginning.
Faggot.
Say whatever you want.
Damn, bro, we're not getting canceled.
Yeah, whatever. Can't cancel something that hasn't got started. Just looking like Cotton Hill, bro. That would be so sick.
Okay.
His middle name's Pickin'.
Cotton Pickin' Hill. Oh my god.
If there was a surgery to make me shorter, I would totally do it.
Why?
Because I want to be regular.
I'll take your height.
You are regular. How tall are you?
6'4".
That's so sick. It's perfect.
Like a little man.
No, that's pretty fucking gigantic.
It's fucking badass.
That's kind of freaky, actually.
I'd never get any of the short chicks, dude. Like really short.
Do you think we do?
Yeah, we don't need My girl's taller than me.
My girl thinks she's taller than me because I slouch, but then I stand up and she goes, "Oh shit,
baby." Didn't mean any of that.
Yeah, no, being short sucks ass. Everyone thinks we have like ulterior motive, that we're like grimy and greedy. It's like leprechauns.
Yeah, man, it's
Actually, you know what?
Talk about unfair stereotyping.
Dude,
Am I right?
Yeah, everyone's trying to be like, oh, short guy. Because actually, dude, whenever they say male privilege, it's not. It's handsome, tall man privilege.
Yeah,
that's all it is. And two, it's fucking last weekend, dude. No Kings rally. What about short Kings?
No short
Kings. You fucking bitches double crossed us. You know what I mean? Because every chick who's like
Kings, bro.
Yeah,
we should have a no short Kings rally.
No, dude, we can't do that.
Yeah, we can't show up.
We could be on stilts. We could go on stilts.
Ooh, we could be.
It's like
we could usurp them like little hats and be like, yeah, we're not really behind this. We really are. Because all the chicks are like, oh my god, they're gonna like, even like the pro-abortion stuff, like they're gonna make us baby farms. Da, da, da. It's like all your thing that you think about is you just hope some handsome, tall millionaire guy uses you as like a sex slave. It's like you don't give it, like, you know what I mean? The second it's like a fucking fat 4'9" creepy guy who plays WoW, they're gonna be like, ew, fuck off. Like,
chill on that.
I play World of Warcraft.
Chill on that. I've one time.
Yeah, dude.
I played it one time for like fucking 20 years.
For real?
Yeah.
Nerd.
Yeah, dude.
You don't play video games at all?
I play Fallout.
Play Fallout?
Yeah.
What's your favorite?
Fallout. Well, I mean,
he doesn't do the story. He just hops trains on it.
I did. I did Fallout 3. I did Fallout Vegas, and then now I'm playing Fallout 4. But I beat the game. There's just so many fucking different side quests. I also played Madden 25.
Yeah, I just downloaded Fallout 3 and Vegas on my laptop for this game.
Yeah, dude, go for Vegas first.
No, I played Vegas on PS3.
It's so fun, dude.
I'm gonna
more of a Red Dead Redemption guy, dude.
Because what I do is I wait on Black Friday and I just buy like the cool games that I like. Like I got GTA 4 because I don't remember playing that at all.
Yep.
So
the only time I get into video games is whenever chicks like it, dude. My ex-wife liked Fallout, so I started playing.
You have an ex-wife?
Yeah, dude.
Damn, dude. The mini bitches of Samson.
Samson has life experience, dude.
You do, dude.
But she liked Fallout, so I was like, all right, let me get into this. And then I got...
What happened to the...
And you got better than her at it?
Shit, yeah, dude.
Fucking dude. Guys rock.
You could say it caused a falling out in their marriage.
And
Oh.
then I was mad. Madden.
God,
Dude, that's
dude.
crazy. You make if you could mod it and you just make the football player's butt fuck and it's called Mad in Love.
Mad in Love.
They just fight and fuck. You go, what?
It's like, he just tackled that guy.
Tackle them and they start making out. You're like, oh, what the hell?
Reminds me of Blitz.
The announcers are like, they're really getting
Blitz,
into it.
Dude, my dream is my dream. XRP hits 3 digits, eventually 4. I'm rich as hell. I build a 4-person multicade also with guns.
Okay.
And the only games I want on the multicade really are the old Sega or Nintendo Beavis and Butthead, Simpsons game,
Yeah.
TMNT 1 and 2,
Yeah.
and NFL Blitz.
Bro.
And maybe House
What
of
about the
Dead.
guns?
There's a sick
House of
ass
the Dead.
House of the Dead, Time Splitters,
Where were we?
Time Splitters is cool.
or Time Crisis.
Oh.
And I even want the little golf ball thing, but
Oh, those rule.
dude, but you
Those are
make
so
it-
sick.
But it's called it's Stretch Armstrong teabag, and you can just you hold the nuts and you throw the golf ball thing, and it's just you teabagging a dude.
We were playing
afar.
We were playing this show.
This is what
Teabag the president, dude. I gotta let's cut that part out. I got the greatest video game.
This is why you can't let poor people get rich.
Because they create the best shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Bullshit.
Dude, teabag
But
Donnie.
you were talking about, we were talking about like race war with the short people in
Well,
class.
that's not a race war.
Well, I know, but I'm saying,
war.
so we think that it's a race war, and then people think now that it's a class war, but honestly, it's a height war. That's the real thing. Dude.
Yes, Nephilim Giants versus Leprechaun Gold.
Yeah.
Randy Newman's.
What do you think about that?
Randy Newman's got the best song in the world. I don't know if you ever heard of it.
Randy Newman has the best song in the
People
world.
got no reason. Sure, people got no reason. Sure, people got
No reason to
no
live.
reason to live.
He really does.
Dude, yeah, it's the
That's
sickest
fucked
song,
up, dude.
How
That's
tall
where
is
it all
Randy Newman?
started.
Randy Newman's the shit. I don't
Randy
know.
Newman's 7'8".
Doubt it. I think he's probably like 5'10" or something. I don't know.
Damn, he's right on the cusp, and he's
Dude,
talking
right
shit.
there. Huh? He's the dude that did all the songs for Toy Story.
Yeah. No, I know. I know who Randy Newman is. But
Being 5'10" and talking shit about short people is like barely, like you're playing like a game out in like the PE field and you barely make it into the safe zone and you're like, yeah, that's right, pussy, even though the guy was like
Oh, dude.
literally 1 inch away from grabbing your flag, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you're not short enough to have condensed muscles, but you're not tall enough to get pussy. So you just get your ass whooped.
Oh, short
By
guys
short
get
guy.
pussy, dude. You just got to be rich.
You know how hard that is right now? I've turned $19,000 into $8,000.
Randy Newman is
So
6
Yeah,
foot
dude,
tall.
you should try Hard Rock.
dude, harder all?
Hard Rock.
Oh, Hard Rock Bets?
This is what Randy Newman looks like?
Dude, that's him, bro.
I don't know why I expected him to be like a
I don't know. I never.
Jew guy with a big curly hair fro.
But no, he's just a
He
fat
did.
Jew guy.
No. I did see. I
I wish I'd never looked that up, dude. That's
Back-
really gonna fuck me up,
back
dude.
in the day. Look at Randy Newman on Saturday Night Live.
That's gonna fuck me up, bro. I can't believe that's what he looks like. Dude.
I think it's just him old.
It's completely
Everybody looks
shattered.
fucked up when
This
they
is
get
like when you
old.
see, like, if you listen to the.
Randy Jewman, dude.
I listen to talk radio a lot, and when you see the hosts of talk radio shows, you're like,
Yeah,
fuck
yeah.
me. I hate
It's
myself.
meeting your heroes.
I should have never.
Do you have any weird political beliefs?
Oh man, I am I don't like war. I don't like war, dude. I don't like cops. I don't like war, and
Oh man,
And I
that's
really
so
thought-
crazy.
I really thought that I've been disillusioned multiple times, man. Yeah, that's the boy, dude. He's got those big ass thick glasses too.
Damn,
He's
that
got-
really
his
messed
glasses
me
are
up.
like a
This is closer to what I expected him to
His
look
quarter
like. I will
inch,
say.
Yeah.
quarter inch of glasses.
You know, Birds of Prey looks like Birds of Gay.
Political beliefs. I would say fuck the government.
Fuck.
Fuck the government. Fuck to your Republican.
Dude,
Because Republicans
It's
just say that they hate
so
government,
weird,
dude.
man. Getting older is like
So you're liberal.
I'm dude, don't put me in a class.
Yeah, no, I'm gonna be honest. I don't even know what any of those things mean. I don't like really know.
No, you're a libertarian.
That's what I
Not
meant.
even, dude. I do love Ron Paul, but not
I
even,
love Gary
dude.
Johnson, dude. He goes, he's in that interview. I talk about this shit all the time, but it's so funny to me. He's in that interview, and the girl goes, "People have said that smoking weed can lead to heart problems and heart attacks and stuff." And he goes, and he like slides out of his chair. Dude, Gary Johnson was doing crazy bits, bro. That shit's so sick.
Dude,
Bro, you got any
running
weed?
for politics and then doing weed humor is crazy.
I'm chill with that, dude.
I'm surprised Jim Brewer didn't back him immediately, bro.
Whenever I
Jim
was in
Brewer
high
is
school,
cool as hell.
everybody
Bro.
loved-
Everyone hates him because he's like
Jim Brewer is the
right
best.
way. Yeah.
He's literally the best. I just saw a clip of him last night where it was very recent.
He's like super Christian right wing now.
Is he?
Yeah.
Yeah, Jim Brewer, yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
dude.
What do you expect?
How
He's
high?
just what do you expect from Jim Brewer's
Not
stand
how high, half baked.
Half baked is what.
What do you expect from Jim Brewer's stand-up just being like AC/DC covers? Like, that's all it consisted of, and then you expect him not to be a conservative guy when he gets old. He goes, "Back in black! I hate blacks!" I swear to God.
Oh shit!
No, I made that part up, but I feel like he would say something like that.
That'd
Behind
be crazy
closed doors.
if Back in Black was. It would be crazy if Back in Black is really about just doing Xanax, blacking out at a party, and you come back in with blackface.
Yeah, no,
You go back in blackface.
They send you home in an Uber, you take a Xanax, and you come back blacked out, and you go, "I'm back in black!"
The Uber driver's just in the trunk, dude,
You're driving his car.
doing Sudoku or whatever.
The DoorDash.
Hell yeah, dude.
What if you got jacked one night doing DoorDash? Are you ever get scared about that?
Nah,
For real?
I don't go to Daytona.
Oh yeah, you do it on like
New Smyrna and shit. But yeah, I don't know. If it ever happened, I don't give a fuck, dude. I just pressed on the app. I feel unsafe.
Oh, real
Is
fast.
that a real thing?
He fucking totaled his car door dashing, and the chick messaged him and was like, "Hey, where are you at? It shows that you're stopped." And he goes, "I got into an accident." And she goes, "You're lying."
Yeah.
And he had to send a picture of his car, and it's like,
She's like, I already paid for my food, dude.
Yeah. I got in an accident. I'm sorry. I
And
can't
I'm
bring you
eating
your food.
It's like I seen a picture of you. I seen your profile picture. I know you didn't get arrested.
Yeah, no.
dude, that's crazy. If
It was like a shrimp Alfredo from Applebee's.
That's crazy if you change your DoorDash driver photo to you with your tongue out with Xanax on it.
Yeah. It's funny because then when my car got towed and it went to the impound lot or whatever, I woke up the next day and I was like, oh fuck, and I was like so fucked up. My back was all fucked up and shit. But I'm such a nice guy that the first thing I thought about it was like, dude, that was shrimp Alfredo. That shit's gonna be baking in the sun. So I called the impound lot and I'm like, hey, you guys have like my totaled ass fucking Kia Soul there. I'm just letting you know, like, there's like some shrimp Alfredo like in the front floorboard. You might want to like. And the girl was like, thank you so much. Nobody ever tells us that there's food in the car. It bakes there for like a week.
Yeah, that's crazy. I had the opposite of that. I worked with this guy at Converge's call center.
Yeah.
And he used to be a tow truck driver. And this fucking dude like decked him in the face. And he said the second he got to the tow yard, he opened the dude's car door and just took a fucking fat shit on the driver's seat.
That's so crazy.
Dude, imagine getting your car back and you've got a 7-day-old cooked poo-poo bladder.
Yeah.
You got a fucking, you got a Samson stovetop special.
Dude, you got peanut butter chicken.
Dude, you do it under the hood. You flip the hood open.
Right on the engine block, so it just warms it up when you start the car.
You're like, it smells like shit in this town. He goes, that's sulfur water?
It smells like a paper mill. You know,
You gotta
know
do
the
it
paper mills,
underneath-
right?
underneath
You're driving out of
air
Papa worked at
filter.
the paper mill in what part of Alabama did you grow up?
I grew up in Opelika, which is right next to Auburn. It's on the.
Yeah.
It's on the.
That's why you guys are ops.
Yeah, I'm from Mobile, but
It's all the way south.
my papa, he worked at the paper mill, so it always stunk like shit. He had one truck that it was just like his paper mill truck, like his work truck. Like my mama wouldn't let him like, you know what I mean? He like change clothes, like they had an outdoor garage.
Oh my god,
Change
he was
clothes in
probably
there.
cheating so much.
Dude, if you're in
I used to
Mobile,
No, I had to change clothes. I had to change clothes.
No, they were young lovers. He was cool.
no way, dude. That's so crazy.
Well, you guys, we made it. By the way, we did it, dude. We're over an hour. We're at an hour and 7 minutes.
Is the first part good?
Yeah, it's all good.
Oh, no.
It's,
You think
it's
so?
Gravy.
It's kind of,
Bro,
we started
listen,
cooking at the end.
You care. The less you care, the better people like it. That's what I found out.
When
do
I
you care
came in
about?
here, I was nervous as fuck, dude.
You know-
About what?
This is my first time ever doing a podcast. So it's just,
That's crazy. You ever been
we're just
interviewed?
chilling out. No, not really. I mean,
You get nervous
you
talking
ever
to
seen
cops?
Kai? Kai, the fucking heck.
The black kid?
Dude, no, Kai.
Kai Cenat?
You don't know Kai?
Is that what he's talking about? Kai
What's
Cenat?
Kai?
Dragon Ball Kai, Kai Cenat.
No,
What is
the guy with the hatchet. Like, yeah, dude, he was getting interviewed.
Oh, the hitchhiker from
Yeah,
fucking that was
dude.
cool 15 years ago?
No.
Bam! Bam! Blow!
No, I have no idea what that
The
is.
hitchhiker from Huntington.
I'll show you later.
Beach.
That's such a niche thing for you to be like,
No, it's
no, you
not.
suck
It's
for not
not
knowing
even-
that.
He goes, you don't know a viral famous interview clip from the news,
See, when I see the
15
cops,
years old.
it depends on like what I'm doing. If I'm driving, bro, I'm chill actually. Like earlier in my life, I used to be like,
Do you get in a lot of fights when you're traveling, shit like that?
no.
You ever get into a fight?
Yeah, I got beat up a few times.
Damn, you ever beat someone up?
It's conscientious.
What are you, like 0-6?
Not really, dude. Yeah, I'm pretty much, dude. One night,
Drunk in your head stepped on.
no, one night,
Like, hey man, chill
my
out.
whole face is fucking rough, dude. And I woke up 1 foot from the train track. All night long,
God damn.
all night long, these trains are going.
Dude's in Mumbai.
All night long,
Hare
these trains are going by.
Krishna.
They didn't wake me up. Luckily, they didn't put me on the train tracks, which they clearly could have.
Why'd they beat your ass? Drunk?
Dude, it's just kids under the bridge, dude, and just getting wasted. And
Kids under the bridge love beating people up, dude.
earlier in the night, this one dude brought out that they were. It's probably 8 of us down there. We're all getting whiskey drunk. We drink the cheapest whiskey that you can get. And this one dude brings out a knife, like a fucking blade, 12 inches, man. He's getting ready to fight the other guy, which was a retard guy that shouldn't have been there. The retard guy picks up his backpack, which is an Alice pack. It's got like a frame on it. And he goes to, and everybody's like, no, don't pick up the backpack. I'm like, this dude's got a fucking knife, dude.
Jason Voorhees over here.
Don't worry about the backpack. Worry about the fucking knife. And so, and then later that night, I blacked out and I got my ass beat. And
Damn.
I remember, man.
Dude,
I
actually,
woke up
a backpack. I didn't mean to interrupt you, but yeah, dude, that makes me feel bad. My one buddy, he's getting beat up by a male cheerleader in middle school, and one of my buddies was going to break it up. He wasn't my buddy, but he's a good acquaintance. But I thought he was jumping in, so I just chucked my backpack. And it's like in 7th grade, I had like a math book this big, a history
Oh,
book,
no.
Oh,
and
shit,
just
dude.
broke his nose immediately on impact. And then I immediately felt so bad. I was like, "What the fuck, dude?" I like picked him up. I'm like, "Dude, I'm so sorry. I thought
That's
you were gonna
mean,
break
dude.
up the fight,
That
or
is
not
so
like
mean.
jump
Dude, I
in."
thought you were going to break up the fight. I was watching this shit. I got money on it, dude. I can't let you interfere.
Yeah,
I am like very nonviolent. If I can be.
yeah.
You know, because
You're a gentle giant. You're a GG.
I never really have to be, you know, like people are intimidated often and I'm just like, all right.
I feel like if you just look mad, people are like, oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
dude, if I give him this face,
That's
You're
scary.
just doing that literally in every McDonald's line.
Yeah.
dude, when that homeless guy tries to ask me for money, I was,
Go beat the fucking shit out of you.
Damn.
I do love the homeless stuff.
All right.
All right.
Thank you so
gotta go.
much.
Here.
Bumping my let's go.
Yeah, shout out. Samson, you want to plug anything? No, I'm just kidding. All right, we're good.
I will have social media with it.
He will have social media soon. There we go.
Yeah, dude.
There we go.
Samson's food reviews. It's just spam.
everything out of a can. Yeah. He goes, honestly, if you don't heat the beefaroni up, it's way better.
That's Tim's tip of the day.